blessings don't mean anything in the Torah, unless God himself blesses you. So I mean, that's the way I read the narrative. Yeah, there's nothing, if you're convinced that the covenant is transferred via the mother or the father, then you're agreeing with these people that they're born intrinsically special or intrinsically more obligated.
Been something about lineages because
that's it. No, I mean, you fell for it, bro. I mean, what do you mean? So what you're saying,
I'm
that
saying,
lineage means something.
No, listen. You wouldn't think that lineage meant something, at least in the beginning of humankind, like when.
Yeah, but not theologically.
No, I've never said theologically. I'm never saying that. I'm just saying. I'm saying that there has to be a reason. No, but I care. That's the whole point. I'm trying to figure out why. So why would God name all these men and say this is the lineage is here, and he continuously blaze it out.
So I'll tell you why. So this is kind of controversial. Because now it's like I'm questioning the Torah. So truth be told, the only word of God within the Torah are the commandments within the Torah, and everything else is essentially tribal history. And we shouldn't confuse the narrative of the history of the tribes and the genealogies. Don't try to exercise to assume that even the narrative in the 5 books of Moses was given to Moses on Mount Sinai. Then that we're reading a different Bible. This is why I'm not so big on the narrative. I personally look. According to the text, the book of Genesis wasn't given on Mount Sinai. According to the narrative, we would have to conclude that we could believe in faith that it was later written by Moses, even though nowhere does it say that it was written by Moses. The Torah is are the commandments within the Torah. That is the Torah. Okay, I know that now we have 5 books of Moses that we have to contend with, but it's clearly not the same Torah. So we say it over and over because it's part of the 13 principles of faith. Okay, the Torah itself doesn't call the 5 books of Moses Torah. The notion of 5 books is a later development. I can't say this publicly because they're saying Meza denies the Torah.